Hey, good morning, church. Just wanted to share a little bit here about something from this past Sunday in our service together. We heard from Pastor Hogan, gave the exhortation about confessing our sin and hearing from God's word with the exhortations and how that is such a vital role of the Christian life. And I made reference to it as well in the sermon, as we saw in the sermon passage, how you can be opposing Jesus in a lot of different ways, like the opposition of tradition that the Pharisees exemplify, the opposition of utility that the crowd displayed, or the opposition of deception, of sin's own deception, as the reference to Judas being the one who would betray Jesus there in Mark 3:19. And we're going to kind of continue that theme, God willing, this Sunday as we continue in Mark, as we see more opposition to Jesus, especially with the Pharisees and his own family members. And so just reflecting on this and recognizing that one of the great means of God's grace to us, we talked about that theme in the podcast that we just released this week, but one of his great means of grace is being in community with other Christians. It's being in it together. And that God intends for us to be in life together, to have a certain kind of life together, so that you're helping me not be deceived by sin. And so that God, I can help you through our varied relationships and gifts and strengths, that we would, in relationship to one another, help each other persevere in the faith, to endure in the tough, slogging work of sanctification, of putting sin to death in our lives, that God intends for us to do that together. And that's why it is so vital for us to meet together in person, in the flesh, so that we can see each other and ask each other, even that simple, hey, how are you doing question. You can learn a lot about how someone's really doing and how they respond, right? So we need one another, and that relates to our members meeting that's going to be coming up September 20th, that we have membership to help one another endure. So we can encourage and affirm one another. In membership, we're saying to our fellow members, yes, we believe the Spirit of God is at work in you, so take heart, friend. Take heart, Christian. God's Spirit is at work in you. But then when sin rears its ugly head, we have that covenant of membership as a display that, yes, we are in this together. We are going to fight this sin together. That's why it's so vital that we make these covenant commitments to one another. And so we're going to get together as members on September 20th. So hopefully you can plan on attending that, members. We'll do that right after the service that Sunday. We'll provide lunch. But just a note here, if you've been coming to Westview, if you've been checking things out with us and are interested in learning more about membership, or if you're ready to join us in covenant membership, please reach out. I'd love to talk to you more about what membership means, what that looks like at Westview, what our vision is behind that. And we'd love to have you join us as we vote to receive you in a membership on the 20th. So if that's of interest, please let me know. So here's a little bit from connecting last Sunday to this Sunday, and I'm looking forward to worshiping the risen Christ with you. God bless.